Hey folks, it's week 4. We finished the first lap. We have what, 3 more? I think it's 12 weeks. So I'm a social worker. I don't count. So somebody will have to tell me how many laps we have left. Maybe that'll be a bonus question. This week we're going to talk about barriers to getting help. We've talked about help last week, what that experience is like for folks. I am looking forward to reading your homework assignment on your experience with help. I've asked you to talk about a crisis that you've experienced and how the helpers were, to rate the helpers. Tell me a little bit about what your experiences were. I've read a few of them and they've been great. I mean, we've all experienced a crisis. We all have. And we've experienced good help and not so good help. So I'm really looking forward to reading your stuff. It is due today by 5 p.m. Um, this week, if we were meeting in person, we would be talking about the barriers to getting help and we would be watching a documentary. So since we are working virtually, you all will be watching the documentaries on your own. So thank you. Most of you have completed your contact forms. I think I'm only missing one student. So great work. And in the contact form, I asked you about the different streaming devices or apps that you have available. And I believe there are a few, maybe 3 of you who don't have access to Netflix. And so thank you for filling that out. So I'm giving you all 2 options. So all of you who have Netflix subscriptions, I know who you are. Um, I want you to watch a documentary called God Knows Where I Am. And for those of you who don't have Netflix subscriptions, I want you to watch a documentary, a full-length documentary called Shelter. And so I have that information on the PowerPoint and course content. So take a look at that. I want you to watch those documentaries this week. I will be emailing all of you your video review form of the documentary. So it's one form. Those of you with Netflix, God Knows Where I Am. You're going to rate that form. You're going to rate that documentary, sorry. Those of you who have YouTube access to the Shelter documentary, you are going to use the form to answer the questions related to that documentary. So the Microsoft Forms app, a lot of words to say, explains that. But if you have any issues, please let me know. So on that note, I just want to do some housekeeping related to grades. Um, I will be sending you all back some feedback about your grades related to the help assignment. Each time that you turn in a video or article review form, you get a point. If you turn it in before the deadline, you get a point. Um, I really don't grade that because it's the video review form and article review forms. It's a reflection of your opinion, and I can't question what you think, right? I just want to know that you're reading the articles, you're watching the videos, and that you're putting some, you're giving me some feedback about what you've read or what you've watched. So you get a point for that. Um, all of your homework assignments, every homework assignment will come from the Microsoft Forms app. So I've sent you all the Microsoft Forms app invite to do the video reviews and for the help assignment. Some of you are sending it to me in PDF, PowerPoint, Google Slides, and that's okay for now, but I really, 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 did I say really, really? I really want you to use the Microsoft Forms app moving forward, okay? I know we have sometimes apps get glitchy and there might be issues, and I'm going to totally be flexible around that. But I want you to make sure that on Wednesday is kind of like your anchor day. That's why I keep it the same day every week. Wednesday by 5, you should expect a notification about your YouTube video. You should expect your homework assignment to be in Blackboard. You should expect that um, the PowerPoint that I do, that I narrate, should be in there. You should expect to get all of that stuff on Wednesday by 5. And so I want you to make sure that you're paying attention. I think when you wait too late, sometimes they send a lot of emails. I get lots of emails from the whole community college family, so even outside of Manchester. So my inbox is inundated with messages. So I totally get it. But if you plan to go into your email every Wednesday after 5, then you should know what's available, because some of you are saying, "Well, I didn't get that form and I've sent it to you." But it's probably a few days later and you've gotten all these other emails in there, and now everything's all mixed up, okay? So Wednesday, make it a point to go on your student email, make it a point to check out the YouTube video, make it a point to go on Blackboard, okay? So next week, um, we have uh, the video review sheet due. So next Wednesday, which will be, what day will that be? Like September 23rd, next Wednesday, you should have completed the video review sheet form for either the documentary Shelter or God Knows Where I Am. And also next week, we will be having our first quiz. Whoa! It's open book, it's virtual. I can't be at your home. So you definitely have the option of reviewing your forms, but take some time this week to go over the PowerPoints, because you will be quizzed on what we've gone over the last 4 weeks. You all should have received a WebEx invite. I put you all into different groups. We have Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and Omega. And I am making a point each month, starting with next week, to schedule a time, just a half an hour block, to just check in with you guys, just to check in, answer questions. I've explained this in the PowerPoint, but the groups that you're in, um, it's important that you all connect. So this is, good for you guys too. It's good for me because I get to see your faces, and you get to see my face. I don't know if you want to see my face, but you're going to be forced to see my face and answer questions. But it also gives you an opportunity to connect with your group mates, because moving forward for the rest of the semester, the group that you're assigned to, you're going to be doing your group work together. There's a end of the year group project, which I will be going over, I think in a few weeks soon. I'll be going over it soon, that you're going to be required to give. It's going to be your last assignment of the year before the final. And so this is a perfect opportunity for your group to ask me questions, to get directions on what you need to do. Let me be clear. These are not mandatory meetings. I can't force you to come. I strongly encourage you to come. You maybe there's some meetings you can't make, and that's fine. I've already had a student say, the time block that you put me in, it does not work for me. I worked on that day. So we're going to do some work around perhaps putting her into a different group. So I'm flexible. I just need to hear from you. If the times don't work, that's why I wanted to make sure that I gave them all to you ahead of time. You can put them on your calendar. So in addition to checking in on Wednesday, you're going to put the dates that I have. I do need to make a correction. The groups, let me see, I think it's Gamma, Delta, and Omega. In your correspondence, I have an error. I have you listed as meeting with me on December 2nd, but in fact, it will be December 3rd. So that's way down, but I'm going to correct that. I realize that I put the 2nd instead of the 3rd, because I want to make sure that you put the right dates on your calendar. So our first meeting, let's see, Alpha and Beta, I'll be seeing you guys on Monday. I'll see Alpha at 5:30 and Beta at 6. And then on next Wednesday, the 23rd, I'll be seeing Gamma at 5:30 and Delta at 6 and Omega at 6:30. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see you guys. Um, I think that's it. I think I've talked about everything. First quiz, watch the documentaries, check in on Wednesday, um, go on Blackboard, put the WebEx dates on your calendar, make sure that you put your homework assignments in the Microsoft Forms app, and I think that's it. And lastly, subscribe to this page, please. I'm getting more, but every student in this class should be subscribed to this page. So I think right now I have 15 subscribers. And hopefully they're not all relatives. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the page. The bonus word for this week is hot dog. So if you email me the word hot dog, simply just put hot dog in the subject box. I'll give you 2 points to be added to your first quiz. How is that? So be well, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all next week. Be well.